What's going on, guys? It's Kat here, and welcome to F1 2018 career mode. It's time for Bahrain. We're here in the McLaren in Bahrain, ready to do the race, and I'm quite excited for this one, as I feel like we might have some good potential here. As I myself, as a driver, don't feel like I'm violently bad at this track, but I'm definitely not the best at it, so we might not have that good potential. But yeah, of course, the weather forecast will be all clear for qualifying, and speaking of qualifying, let's get right into it.
Drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain.
Yeah, we have a sensor fault. We had a sensor fault in the car, meaning that we had to wait for a minute there, but we've gone out, ready to start our first lap. We have no issues with the car right now. We did before. We are coming up on the first sector. Time here is a 28.8. Coming down now to this corner here, we go wide and probably lose some time by doing that. But yeah, coming up on the end of sector 2, 9/10 behind Daniel Ricciardo, going wide again and actually touching the gravel there, almost losing the car. Well, not really almost losing the car, but it kind of felt like it when I was driving it. Yeah, we move up into P5 temporarily. Looking at the timetables, we're 9th and Stoffel is 14th. Do a little bit of time thing. Go ahead in the time here. As you can see here, we're 15th now compared to Stoffel's 14th. So we're actually behind Van Dorn. And we have this huge moment here where we just bang on over the curb, and we don't have enough fuel to do another lap after this. This will have to be the one. But we go wide here as well. It's an awful lap. But we end up being just 0.050 seconds faster, which means that we are beating Stoffel by 0.019 seconds. It's very, very close between us here. Here, let's just head straight into the race. Sebastian Vettel got pole, so we're ready for that. Ready to see what he can do.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain.
So yeah, here's the grid. Sebastian Vettel on pole, Bottas second, Raikkonen third. That's the top three for you. Kevin Magnussen, my fellow Dane, 7th. I'm at 14th, Stoffel's 15th. Pierre Gasly starts last with a grid penalty.
We're predicting that you will be racing for 14th place today. See what you can do.
14th place, okay. End up strategy is lap 6, a one stop. Here we go, the lights are counting for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Everyone gets a better start than me, of course, because I have super starts in this game. Going into the first corner here, I brake a little early, so I just tap on the throttle a few times. Going on the inside of Charles Leclerc now, seeing if we can get his position here. We are on his outside, and we're somehow actually going side by side with him, even though he was so far ahead of us heading into that corner. We are here on the inside of him, a little bit later on the brakes than him. Again, squeezing a little bit wide. I think we did that in the early stages of the Australian Grand Prix as well to Charles Leclerc. Yeah, he attacks back here, going on his outside line now, which turns to inside. He backs off, which is nice to see because we don't want an incident. Almost out touching the grass. They're really leaving Charles Leclerc a lot of room into the first corner. He goes on the inside. Again, we brake late on the outside line, seeing what we can do on the inside now when we got him back. Headed into lap 3 now on the straight here. He's there again. I try to block him off on the inside, but he goes to the outside and just zooms right past us. We try just dive down the inside. We're still side by side with him here. Make a little mistake, and seems like he has passed us for good. But we stay on his tail here. Move over to the right hand side and then trick him. So we're going on his outside and see what we can, if we can swoop around the outside. We're still wheel to wheel with him. Headed into this little short S section where I somehow swoop around the outside of him and actually get it done without any contact. Yeah, now we've got some yellow flags as retirement from the race. It's one of the Williams. I believe, if I remember correctly, that it's Sergei Sirotkin out of this race. So of course that's not good for him. But Charles Leclerc already on us at the start of the straight. I mean, we're just not going to be able to do anything. Marcus Ericsson might even attack us as well, but he doesn't. He's too far behind. You can't get Charles Leclerc. He would go over the curve very aggressively there, make a mistake. Now Marcus Ericsson's all over us. I'm coming through the S sections here. Mount a little bit of too much of the curb, and we lose it, and we spin, and that's out of the race.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Suddenly, just out of nowhere, just from a little mistake, getting a little bit too much curb here, a little bit of oversteer, try to correct it, and it just ends up with this pop, wheel off, and we have to retire from the session. We've got no choice. As we see my very disappointed self leaving the car. Really get a good look at that helmet though. I think it's quite nice. But here we have the podium. Lewis Hamilton wins, Bottas second, and Sebastian Vettel from pole ends up in third. I don't think he's very satisfied with that. I would definitely not be if I started on pole and ended up third in a Ferrari. But yeah, Hamilton winning the race. We end up in 19th after not finishing. Stoffel Van Dorn is the last to finish the race. Pierre Gasly gets driver of the day. Good for him. I mean, started last, ended up 15th. I guess that's pretty good. We moved down to 13th in the driver standings, and in the constructors we remain in 8th. But yeah, I guess that was actually it for this video. Very short, just about the same time as yesterday's video, just a little shorter. But yeah, that race was definitely cut short too early. It would have been a very exciting race. Very, very good one as well. I think we could have, if we got this right strategy and stuff, we could have easily pulled home some points there. But that was not to be. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did. Comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I shall see you in episode 3 tomorrow. So yeah, it's been Cats, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.